Hey, just want to make this a quick disclaimer. This is just a character review of a fictional character, not a real-life person. Please do not harass anyone that's mentioned in this video. Okay, bye.
Hello, my name is COTM Productions. Cold.mp9 has asked me to collaborate in this video as a critic, speaking in this particular review. Today we are going back and forth, talking about Ron Keffer. The character, not the person. I'm not trying to stir up more controversy. I'm sorry, but I have to do this. So, we are going back to when he first showed up in the season, and he seemed like an interesting character that was never seen before. Well, I mean, of course it was an original OC, but yeah. However, there's a lot more to him than most people would think. To be specific, it really goes like this. What do you get when you throw in a character who is a self-insert with no real likability, selfish and rude traits to mask his badass personality, and a lack of complete originality? Well, if you ask me, you just get a shitload of cringe in a nutshell. Let's just say that Ron Keffer is not a good character to begin with. He looks boring, he feels forced, and honestly, it feels like a video without him is a relief to watch. It's like, all he really does is put himself inside, and that's it. He doesn't have another name, but you know, to learn more why this character kind of isn't really great for the Rebirth series, let's dive into why he sucks ass so much.
Thank you, Gabriel. Firstly, in episodes 4 and 5 of Rebirth Season 1, Ron Keffer works as a GameStop manager with Komodo Yoshida, working there part-time as an employee. However, the mutual relationship between these two are not all sunshine and rainbows. For no apparent reason, he constantly treats Komodo like shit with no regret, and Ron Keffer, being a grown-ass 23-year-old man, fun fact, Ron Keffer is not only a self-insert, but also a self-glazer and a shelf shipper, shipping himself with Yukari Takeba, who is a fictional 16 to 17-year-old girl, and seeing how he treats Komodo Yoshida, firmly known as a 17-year-old boy. This character is basically someone who supports being a careless, overworking boss, forcing employed minors to work more and earn less.
You are in charge of the Nintendo games. I can't trust you with that stunt of putting Amiibo Festival on the Xbox 360 shelf.
It was just one mistake. You don't have to act like I'm the spawn of Satan himself.
Yes, I do, because you're a fucking idiot.
Look, just because I'm in a special needs class doesn't mean I'm fucking retarded.
Yes, you are. Why do you act like 1 yen per hour is a jackpot?
No, the fuck it isn't. That's underpaying your goddamn workers. Whatever happened to treating your workers with respect?
We all start small. That's why Gabe and Shinji get 1,500 yen per hour as a start.
Not only that, but he also finds no problem in shipping himself with an underage character that doesn't even exist to begin with, also claiming using the IRL birth dates, actual age for Yukari in his defense, which is pathetic and dumb.
And his voice actor isn't even doing a good job either with his character. Yeah, Ron Keffer voices Ron Keffer because he doesn't know how to make up new characters and, you know, the whole lack of originality thing, but yeah, he probably should have done better. Yeah, that's a better name, you heard. Somehow, for some reason, he just made Cold.mp9 work his ass off to make several episodes that constantly includes him to try to make him feel more like a prominent role in the Rebirth series. However, why would anybody even seem to care? It's not even that important either way. In Season 2, being a prime example of episodes 1, 3, 4, and 6, which mainly involved his presence and stuff, all the scripts were co-written by him, while forcing Komodo to do them despite having a complete lack of interest in doing so. The prime examples of this particular season has to do with the current episodes, like Episode 6, the Date Night vid, which was the final video including Ron inside it, and a planned spring break trip to America. That video never got made because there was a lot of, well, complicated arguments between Ron and Cole outside of the YouTube series for some reason, but yeah. This is a prime example of quantity over quality, which feels extremely forced and rushed. It's like Ron wants to get everything out right away instead of letting the creator take a break to focus on what he wants to do next. The only video where I kind of, maybe, probably, sorta like his role is in Season 2, Episode 5, where Phoenix Wright proves that Komodo is innocent, although it is very obvious that he may or may not have slept with a lot of fucking reptiles. It's pretty obvious because the whole world knows. Aside from that, can you just believe this man? He literally had the audacity to spread false claims in the said video against Komodo simply because he hates every aspect of his character just for the way he is. That's fucking hypocritical too, but you know. And you know, to make things worse, he also prefers my character over Komodo for some reason. It's just favoritism, but that's enough for me. Let's hear more from my friend Cole.
Thank you, Gabriel. This confirms all of the obvious flaws in this so-called What a W character. Ron Keffer, the character, not the person, is a prime example of main character syndrome and Gary Sue unlikability rolled into one. His tendency to make himself look like a Chad OC is an absolute laughingstock of any form of originality, and favoritism by the audience. Not only that, but while he ships himself with an underage character who apparently forced her to love him, he gives Komodo a lot of shit and is apparently liked by the main cast with a false sense of aura charm. After the date episode, Ron Keffer had to be retired due to cold NMP9's, that's me by the way, burnout of losing interest in any future collaborations with the real IRL Ronnie Baby overall. Henceforth, this particular character is the worst Rebirth character in the series. I'm honestly glad he is gone, and he is nowhere to be seen in later Rebirth videos. And thankfully, it seems like Season 3 is not going to have him anytime soon. To finish off the character rating, I give Ron Keffer a 2 out of 10. Sorry not sorry, from yours truly, Ron Keffer. Should have done better.